Hello, everybody. Sunny
Bonani. Welcome to, thank you for being part of our Lock Fam family.
Yes. My name is
Publa, the Lady of Power.
My name is Jave, a.k.a. Grandmaster Bugsy the Beast.
And we are the Boy Walkers.
Yes.
Yes. So today we're going to be talking about how we have been doing our love talk and how the benefits of the love talk. We just got off of doing our love talk right now.
Yep.
And we have been together for 5 years and married for 3.
Yep.
We have been doing this ever since before we even got married. We've been having love talks. We've been having high, strong communication about things. And we have also been less disagreeing, okay, which is a great thing. And everybody needs that in their relationship and in their life.
Yep.
So do you want to
Open
start?
it up.
Yeah, open it up. That's not it. I would say like having...
There it is.
Oh, okay, you're right.
That was a disagreement. So.
Okay, so what are the benefits of the love talk? Okay, first of all, what is love talk?
All right, so love talk is some notes that we gathered before coming in. Love talk focuses on strengthening communication.
Yeah.
What else?
Understanding our boundaries.
All right, understanding our boundaries. I can't see that from over here too either.
Having a better communication.
Having better communication skills. I already said that. That was what I opened up.
So a love talk is when you and your partner improves in having better communication, having like knowing the boundaries, each other's boundaries, and then also what else? And then also being aware of the vision of his vision, my vision, our vision as a family, as a kingdom, and also what else?
Love talk is a way of bringing awareness and strengthening the communication skills in the relationship. So whatever you don't know or want to know or even align, those conversations that people try to have with one another and they're like, yo, what are you trying to do with your life? Or what do you want? Where is the direction you see us going? And I have an issue with you and I need to talk to you about it. Right. Love talk is for all of those things. They just bring you, and what it is a organized set day of the week where you guys meet and you have a conference on certain attributes. Maybe there's some certain things that you guys want to bring acknowledgement about, and that is an organized way to come together and bring awareness and basically strengthen that relationship on ways to bring enlightenment in the conversation, ways to show appreciation, and so on and so forth. But that's what it's for. Love talk.
So this was what we were sharing. What is love talk? And then now we're gonna give you 8 benefits of the love talk. Benefits of the love talk, and then we're gonna tell you how to start the conversation and how to prepare for a love talk.
There you go.
So firstly, how the first benefit of the love talk is strengthening emotional connection. So it strengthens the emotional emotional connection.
The emotional connection.
So it helps with so they help partners feel closer and more understood. So we understand each other better, and it also helps us getting closer too, because as you understand each other and as you talk more and have this great conversation every week, which is we do ours on Monday, right?
Right.
It helps us a lot, because sometimes we think that we know what another person is thinking, or we think about stuff and we think that the person know what I'm thinking, but he doesn't know what I'm thinking. He's thinking something else, I think we had that type of conversation before, where I was going through something that he was doing and he was going through something that I was doing that was leading to the problem that we were having.
Right.
But I was like, I was doing that because you were doing 1, 2, 3, and he was like, I don't like that you do. I'm like, it was just that. So it's like, I'm thinking something, you thinking something else. So if we don't communicate, nobody's going to know what's going on.
Everybody will have different perceptions on what they think is what, and it's truly not what it is.
Yes, number 2.
Number 2 is improve communication.
It
improves communication, which means it encourages healthy expression of thoughts and feelings, right?
That's right.
So healthy expressions of thoughts and feelings can work in a way of how to open those conversations, how to be more receptive and not really thinking about me or waiting to respond, how you can take the other first person's point of perspective and actually just listen, and then see and identify what those issues are, right? And then regurgitating or repeating back what you grasp from what their concern was, so you can show that you are truly engaged. So those are healthy ways without using profanity, high level, high pitched conversations, yelling, things like that, where you are expressing your thoughts and feelings at a respectable level and at a healthy expression, right? So number three is what?
Number three is it builds trust and transparency. Honest conversation foster a deeper sense of security. So it helps you with trusting each other. I think it helps us trust each other.
What does it help you with?
What does it help me with? It helped me trust my partner, and it helped me understand and know your boundaries, and it also makes me sure that this is my lifetime partner, because sometimes you don't want to be...
it's too late, baby. You don't want to... If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Ain't no divorces around here.
No. I mean, because people go through divorces because of that, right? You're not sure. You don't have trust. You don't trust your partner because you think that, he's doing something. Why is he not talking? Why is he not touching me? Why is he not... But you're not having a conversation with your partner daily.
Y'all don't
right?
even have the meet times to do
yes,
that. Y'all not
just
making it a priority.
Yes, you're not making it a priority. As you always say, marriage is like a business. So you do need to meet with your partners if you have a business. You do need to attend meetings, attend conferences, and so on and so forth.
Discuss the matters of the business.
Yes, to solve the problems. Yes. So I feel like any relationship or marriage needs that.
Yes.
We started it when we was in a relationship. Immediately when we got into a relationship, we started having love talks before we even got married. And then after 2 years later, then we got married, and we still do it. And it improves, and it holds us down, and it is a foundation of our relationship. As much as God is the foundation of our relationship,
God is the top foundation.
Yes, He's the top foundation of our relationship, which makes it more even stronger. Okay, let's go number 4.
Number 4 is reveals conflicts effectively. Resolves conflict effectively. So the benefits of this is it resolves your conflicts effectively, which helps you address misunderstandings before they escalate. So which helps you, like we were talking about earlier with the demonstration of, I'm thinking this, or I'm going through this, and you're going through this, and we're both thinking two different things, that we thinking that this is the reason why you're doing what I think you're doing. I know you see me see you, see me see you, see me see you, right? And you just did that. I can't believe you just... Right. So what it helps you do is address what is what deep thoughts are in your mind. So one has the opportunity to address if this is true or false. If I was thinking this, or if I wasn't thinking this, or no, actually I was not thinking this, and this was the case, and this was the situation. I was actually thinking about something that had happened, and that I didn't have the words to actually explain to you, blah, 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 right? And so you guys get an awareness and a peek of what's in the mind.
Oh, leave my forehead alone.
Right? I love that forehead. Anyways, so you get a peek of what's in the mind, right? And so you don't know, it says know thyself. And the only way to know thyself is you know what's in your mind, right? If you want to know God, you need to know what God thinks and how God moves and how he thinks. Right? And so if you want to know your partner, you need to know how they think and what they're thinking about and the patterns and how they move, right? And so I think that is the awareness of addressing some of those things and putting yourself in a position where you can resolve those conflicts effectively. Number 5.
I love it. Number 5 enhances intimacy. It enhances intimacy. So it improves. It improves more likeness in the bedroom, and more likeness during the day. Like, you see your partner, you love your partner more, and you want to be hear most of the time, like you miss him, you miss her, you want to text that person, not just because you're like, oh, they're at work, like they're gonna come back and do 1 2 3. You know, you don't have that negativity going on in your relationship.
Correct.
You have respect. You have respect. You have more intimacy. When you have intimacy, I feel like you have a great way or a great space to show respect,
Right.
because you are pleasing your partner and you are seeing your partner and you're appreciating your partner by having more intimacy, having more bond, you know, and loving each other and showing each other love. I think like intimacy does a lot of that. And also emotionally and vulnerability, right? You are able to be vulnerable. You're able to like have certain emotional connections. Okay, let's move on. Number six.
So emotional intimacy, if from what I heard her saying too, is that emotional intimacy, not only does it give you those benefits, its emotional vulnerability leads to a stronger physical and emotional bond.
Yeah.
Is what I heard her say too as well. And so number 6, it encourages growth, right?
Yeah.
Because you want growth in a relationship, you want growth in a business, you want growth in finances, you want growth in relationships, you want growth in your love, you want growth in happiness, right?
Right.
And so focusing on ways to give and to identify how to get to growth allows you to see the vision, right?
Right.
So growth, it enhances growth. And encourages growth by promoting self-awareness and personal development in a relationship, right? And so when you are able to have self-awareness on that growth, or like, oh, we need to address this because da-da-da-da, or this is the week where we have our love conversation on this day at this time. And so, hey, honey, you ready for this week? Da-da-da-da, say blah, blah, blah. And then you go on that, and then y'all get to that point where you're able to identify some of the thoughts that you had last week or some of the thoughts that's coming to you this week on ways to develop that relationship, or ways that you want to personally develop yourself and you need some accountability, or you just want to share that so you have mental accountability on, yo, you walking around the house and you said you wanted to do this, but you ain't doing that. But you need to now think that you ain't doing that thing that you said. Did you explain it to your partner that you was going to do, right?
Yeah.
And so sometimes you need that backing, right? You need some of that backing. So we're going to roll to number 7.
But 7 prevents assumptions and misunderstanding. So it helps you with the open dialogue. It clears up any misunderstanding that you guys has. As I said earlier, that we had a misunderstanding, which was he was thinking something and I was thinking something, and it ended up being a little bit of a conflict, and it ended up being a little bit of a misunderstanding in our relationship because I was not saying nothing about it and he was not saying anything about it until that one day when somebody had to say something, because I felt like it was a lot in my chest, you know. I was like, I can't,
go and brush your shoulders off, ladies.
I'm like, I can't do this, you know. I'm like, I can't keep this up. I have a lot of stress. I have everything to take it. I have a lot of things to take care of it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he does too, right? Not that I'm sure, I know he does too.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that he was thinking what he was thinking, and he didn't know I was thinking what I was thinking, right? So I didn't know you was thinking what I was thinking, but I saw you see me see you, see me see you, but we was thinking 2 different things. And then I feel like it helps with that misunderstanding, you and your partner knowing, because every Monday, which is we do it every Monday you sit down and you talk about the upcoming week. Okay, this is what we're doing, this is what's going to happen, and this is how I feel, this is how I'm feeling about you. I appreciate myself for doing this. I appreciate you appreciate, sit down and appreciate your partner. On the description below, I will add the steps the things that we do, and how, like what is it called? The agenda on how we do it. These are the things that we focus on when we're talking.
The structure, the form.
Yes, when we're talking.
The blueprint.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, let's move on. Number 8.
So number 8 is it boosts relationship satisfaction.
Yeah.
Why? A relationship with good communication tends to be more fulfilling. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, more fulfilling because you are getting somewhere.
Right.
Somebody in your world, I need the shit. I don't know the words, but leave me alone. Anyways, so with that being said, is that you guys are getting somewhere. You're starting to have clarity. You're starting to be able to choose whether or not if you want to move on in this relationship. You start to be able to be like, okay, I get to see now who you are, and I maybe misunderstood, or I actually want to work this out because we're having more communication, and maybe I'm overreacting, and these are ways for you to start being able to operate and think and develop yourself, right? And show light on this relationship is moving somewhere because maybe I have never done this in other relationships. Yes. And maybe that's why they didn't work out. Right?
Okay.
So
I love that.
In that, you bring that communication, you enhance those skills, because communication is a high level of skill enhancement. When you are talking to hundreds of thousands of millions of people, you need to be able to communicate your thoughts effectively. When you are dealing with a business, you need to be able to communicate your thoughts effectively and not allow your emotions to ruin those relationships, nor deals, nor business or contracts. A long story short, the clients, they don't want to deal with your emotional distortion.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's move on to how can you start the love talk. So how are you going to start your love talk? I'm going to start your love talk. I'm going to share the first 5 on how you're going to start, and then you're going to share the last 5 on keeping the conversation healthy.
Sounds
and how to keep the conversation healthy.
Gotcha.
So the first one on how to start the conversation, you have to choose the right time and the right place. We choose Monday because we feel like it's more there's no kids around. And we have more clarity, more focus, and we are starting the week. So we have time to ourselves. He has time. He's not working. I'm home all the time. So this is the space and time, even though you don't work on Sunday as well. But Sunday is like kind of like a family day, and a content creation day.
Yeah.
But today's Monday, and we're doing this video because we said we are going to share this with you guys.
Yesterday was my birthday.
Yay. So you choose the right time and the right place. Find a comfortable and a quiet setting where you both are relaxed. It could be a couch like this. It could be in bed. It could be on a counter, anywhere, sitting on the floor, anywhere. It could be outside. Okay, number two, start positively. Yes. Yeah. Start on a positive note. I think that's how I should have put it. Begin with appreciating each other, such as I love you. Like I love you. Let me see how can I put this. But appreciating each other in terms of like appreciating each other in terms of like I appreciate you for doing these things for us in our marriage, in our home, and stuff like that. Like I could say to you, babe, I appreciate you for taking care of us. I appreciate you for having to put your dreams on hold and go to work to take care of your family, and the plan that we have, following the plan that we have. And then number 3, use I statement. I all the time. You have to say I all the time. Don't be like pointing a blame. Yeah. So when you talk about be respectful, have a clear mindset when you do these things, because if you have a heart full of anger, you're not going to be able to execute this without having a disagreement. Number 4, ask open-ended questions. Encourage deeper discussions with questions like, what makes you feel most loved in our relationship? So you ask those type of questions, which makes the other partner see that you are interested in what we're doing, and you're interested in our relationship, because you might not know what they're thinking, right? Because you guys don't communicate. You don't have love talks. And then what?
The next question.
Another question we can ask is, what's something new you have realized about us? Oh, that's nice, right? Yeah, that's so nice. What's something new you have realized about us? What's something new that we have, something new that we have improved, we are doing, or maybe we just started doing our date nights, something new. Okay, number 5, show genuine interest.
Oh, yeah.
Show genuine interest, okay? Listen actively, make eye contact, and acknowledge what they say.
Absolutely.
So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to not have distractions, like be on your phone while you guys are talking. You would not have to have distractions like having a TV playing while you guys are having the communication. I feel like it's better if it's just you guys, and have a pen and a paper or use notes. I think you should have a pen and a paper to write the points down, because that's what we do. That's why we have this right here. It helps us so much. It helps us so much with with like knowing what we spoke about. Okay, go ahead, baby.
All right, number 6, it says stay present, right? Keeping these conversations healthy involves staying present, okay? Staying present involves basically avoid distractions like the phone she was talking about and like the TV, right?
Yeah.
Stay present, meaning you are being able to respond, being able to listen, and being able to say, what I'm hearing you say is X, Y, and Z, such and such and such and such, right?
Yeah.
Or 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, right? And so that is a moment where you can stay present, where you're engaging and you're not just waiting and you're talking in your mind on what the next thing you're about to say as soon as they finish what they're saying.
Yeah.
So you're able to sit your thoughts and sit your thoughts down to listen and show that you are engaged, show that you are listening to what you heard, and then you can give a response. Right. Number 7, be honest but gentle. Okay, so express feelings with care and avoid blaming. All right. Yeah. So being honest but gentle is again, focus on the tone of your voice. Focus on thinking about what you say before you say it. I think the tone of the voice highlights the gentleness, and thinking about what you say before you say it is the honesty, but how you deliver it. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 8, validate each other's feelings. So validating each other's feelings focuses on, again, like that phrase I said, what I'm hearing you say is X, Y, and Z, right? And so it says, even if you disagree, acknowledge their emotions. I see why you feel that way, right? Is an example. This gives you more it allows your partner or your friend or your business partners to gain right, because I want to say it because relationship is a relationship. So these factors are not just in a marriage, they're in all relationships, right? Even when you're dealing with God, they're in all relationships, guys. Right. And so you bring validation that you are receiving what they're saying, and what you're saying is not just falling on deaf ears, right? So number 9 is use humor and playfulness, right? Yeah. Keep the conversation light at times to strengthen your bond. I say your blood.
Strengthen your blood.
Strengthen your bond. So making jokes, cracking jokes, smiling, laughing, even when you make mistakes, and what I'm doing now.
Always cracking jokes.
Yeah. Keeps the conversation light. There's nothing serious going on here. Yeah. And that's a phrase used to necessarily bring alignment with the joy, the peace, right? And it's like, yo, there's nothing serious going on here, but we're going to discuss and we're going to be adults about it, but also be kids about it, right? But the adult situation is that we're going to get the solution.
Yes.
We're going to find the solution. We're going to execute on the solution.
Yeah.
Last but not least is end on a positive note. Yeah. End the conversation with, yo, I see you having all the good you desire. Or, honey, we're going to get through this, and I see us achieving all those goals, and I'm going to work on this situation. Or, and moving forward, I've taken notes, and moving forward, I'm going to focus on this week on executing that and showing up the way that I want to show up in the higher quality of myself, right?
Right.
So summarizes what you appreciate about the conversation in each other. I didn't even have to read that to let you know what I just said, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so in saying so, you get the gist, and ending those conversations with progression. We're going to focus on progression. I took in the notes. I'm not just listening to you and then go back to the same patterns.
Right.
I'm going to do my best to implement the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that I just acquired from this conversation to now apply to get the results of higher standards, of higher quality, right? Yeah. So you're proving the quality of your relationships in many different ways. So with that being said, guys, these are benefits on how to start those conversations and the strength and strategies on how to maintain and give some structure on how to go about it, because you might have toxic habits and behaviors that you've picked up along the way, and you just maybe need to be impressed upon your subconscious different ways of thinking, right? And so we're dropping these gems for you guys to be able to receive. And if this information helped you along the journey, and it does help you and you're able to apply it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And definitely give us some more insight on what you thought about this conversation.
Comment down below if you're already doing this. So let's see how many people who are
like-minded.
Who are like-minded.
So peace, blessings, prosperity, and
success.
Also,
if you're going to execute it, make sure that you let us know
of
how
abundance
it went.
In your journey in life. And do you have anything else to say, honey?
I don't know, baby.
All right. So with that being said, guys.
I don't know. No, I don't have.
All right.
Okay, peace and love. We love you guys.
Take care and have a beautiful night or day. And kebab.